We have a room filled with the sculptures, total in 12, but in two groups. One is female natives, and the other one is medicine men. Each group consists of 6 sculptures, and the medicine man's primary material is the wig and the electric cables. And the female natives are equipped with also lighting and cables, but mostly decorated with artificial plants. And those sculptures are presented with the backdrop of the wallpaper. The title of the wallpaper is Field of Transportation. And what we see on the wallpaper is the flying object on top of the installation view of a previous exhibition. So there are layers of artifacts, object, installation view, and they're kind of very non-hierarchical way, like floating around and give an idea of kind of zero gravity. Maybe technologically speaking, the movement I was assuming was similar to the teleportation, which appears in science fiction as well as Taoism. The we as a being, what is represented here as a sculpture, anthropomorphic sculptures, are very bound to the places, and we are very dependent on the vehicles and the transportation. And they kind of have an identity of a hybridity that cannot be in one place, and indirectly and metaphorically suggests the idea of a movement, a free movement, whimsical movement, maybe without the logical explanation of how they move around. I think maybe we can put in this way that in this space we have a 3-dimensional space which were physically occupied by the sculptures, but then those sculptures are kind of relying on the layers of the flattened image of wallpaper, a 2-dimensional space, and then there is a space of the sound, and timing, the musical composition by Stravinsky, which is also giving a historical background. I was interested to represent or present the idea of cultural detour. So let's imagine, like, historically those artists from Russia presented their radical idea. Maybe we can also say like modern idea, avant-garde idea to the Central Europe, but by using the motif of American native, how they sacrifice for the spring ritual was somewhat similar to the principle of the wallpaper, that there were layers of almost like irrational laws of cultures, and maybe the unknownness, maybe the unknown cultures. So the audience will hear the musical piece Sacre de Printemps, the Rite of Spring, 2 or 3 times per day, according to the Islamic prayer time. So the timing is maybe something very immaterial, as well as the music, and these two immaterial ideas again inviting the heterogeneous cultural references. We were talking about like coexistence as well as co-activities. I guess the sculpture coexisting with the immaterial musical element as well as the timing of the prayer time, but at the same time they build co-activities together. There is maybe not only the physical but also like environmental.